Ashley Johnson was married for 15 years and had 2 children before getting divorced. She was a victim and perpetrator of domestic violence. Ashley and her husband also used drugs. She described her marriage as unhealthy, both for her and the kids. Ashley's daughter, who was on the autism spectrum, was sexually molested by her grandfather. When Ashley tried to address the issue, her then-husband said it was best not to talk or do anything about it. Ashley says that response was the main reason why she pursued a divorce and subsequently became homeless. Ashley Johnson and her 2 children were homeless for 2 years. They lived in Ashley's car, cheap hotels when they could afford it, and on occasion were able to stay at her dad's house. They showered at community centers like the YMCA and spent long days in their hot or cold car depending on the season. Ashley heard of Catch's rapid rehousing program from a friend and never thought she would get in due to her drug usage. Ashley remembers where she was when Catch called about an opening. She remembers meeting with her case manager, Abby, for the first time. Ashley said she was protective and lied about being on drugs because she was scared Catch wouldn't be able to help if they knew everything. Ashley remembers 2 visits she had while her family was living at a temporary hotel. One was her self-described guardian angel case manager, Abby, who met her where she was at and gave her support and reassurance that Catch would be there for her if she continued to remain in communication and work towards her goals. The other was the police who found Ashley on drugs and gave her an ultimatum: jail or rehab. Ashley remembers the joys and pains of rehab. She remembers feeling frustrated with herself and also feeling a sense of community. Ashley remembers getting calls and texts from her Catch case manager. She remembers her epiphany: my worst day sober is better than my best day high. Ashley completed rehab and continued to work with her case manager, Abby, on her short-term, realistic, and doable goals. She remembers how helpful Abby was in keeping her sober and living a more full life. Ashley remembers securing housing with the help of Catch 30 days after completing rehab. She remembers the feeling of stepping into her home for the first time and remembers the look on her kids' faces and feeling a sense of security she had always wanted. Ashley and her 2 children have been stably housed, and Ashley is still sober. Her daughter is talking more, has increased her vocabulary, and is in school full-time. Her son is in school and is able to take baths after football practice. Ashley shared the comfort she feels knowing that her family has a home to go to, and how she no longer always has to have 3 tote bags packed. Ashley shared the joy she experiences from seeing her kids happy, having family dinners, and discovering new hobbies and interests. The Johnsons also recently added a new member to their family, a black lab puppy. Ashley is an alumni and volunteers for the addiction center she participated in. She aspires to work full-time for an addiction center or nonprofit that helps people experiencing homelessness and/or substance use disorders. Ashley Johnson said she is eternally grateful for Catch and all the people who helped her reclaim her self-worth.